Hey guys, what's going on? It's Karl here, back with another episode, and today we are checking out, in my opinion, and it seems to be like this for the past year, we are looking at the most underrated flagship of 2017, and that is the LG V30, just like the LG V20 was last year. A bit of deja vu here. I always find this a bit strange from LG's side. They come out with its quote-unquote main flagship, the LG, say, G6. Last year, the LG G5. All the hype is around those, and they quietly push out the V20, the V30 a couple months later, and they're always a better smartphone, and to me, that should be their flagship. So for me, the number one reason creating YouTube vids is this guy sitting here on the back, and it's the cameras. It's got a dual camera setup, which isn't anything new from LG or in fact any flagship in 2017. They have two focal ranges. One is just the regular 16 megapixel f1.6 with optical image stabilization. The other is a 13 megapixel f1.9, but this time, it's ultra wide, just the way I like it, and I prefer this over portrait mode lenses. I think having an ultra wide is so much more practical, especially in a smartphone, especially when you're in tight situations. All photos that you're taking with either of the lenses look great. The color reproduction is awesome, dynamic range is great, and on the ultra wide, it doesn't have as much distortion, that GoPro-ish look as we've seen in previous gens. And maybe the best part about these cameras are the plethora of options that you can go through. Look at all of these shooting modes. It's almost ridiculous, and you can even shoot in a cine mode lens, and that shoots in a flatter picture profile, and you can get a lot more data from all of the colors, and it's kind of meant just like how I'm shooting now in a flatter profile. I'll switch that onto my computer and I can edit, tweak my colors, and make it perfect. Love the ultra wides, love the versatility, and love, of course, all of the manual shooting modes. The next best thing has to be the design, and it isn't anything groundbreaking and new. They just seem to do what LG knows, and they just do it very well. First off, on the front, we've got 82% screen real estate size compared to the ultra thin bezels. And Apple, I still don't agree with you. The iPhone 10, hide that dirty chin. This is how you do it on the V30. We've got a slightly curved display which wraps right into the curved edges. It makes the phone seem seamless. And on the back, of course, minimal branding, the fingerprint sensor right in the middle where it should be, and the camera, no extra humps. And that means when you place it down on the table, we've got no wiggle room, and it's just a solidly built smartphone. It's just a gorgeous phone to look at, and there are no eyesores when you're staring at it. Next off, which is probably the most eye-catching thing, is the display, which is once again, it is gorgeous. It is an 18:9 aspect ratio, 2560 by 1440, a 6-inch POLED panel, and it actually for once rivals those found on Samsung. The colors are bright, everything is nice and saturated, and you just couple that with these small bezels, it's just a well-executed smartphone, and it just hits the nail on the head. Checks off all of the enthusiast boxes. Which brings me to my next point about being an enthusiast phone. And it's almost like LG read every single forum or went to Reddit and read every subthread about why flagships in 2017 suck. There must be something wrong with it. And they just went through the feature list and packed everything into the V30. It's got fast charging, it's got wireless charging, USB-C. It even has the fabled good old headphone jack for all those people that don't want to live the dongle life. It's got an IP rating, which means it's waterproof. You can take this into a pool party, take it into a shower. It essentially has every single feature, which it seems in 2017 one flagship is missing, and it's included in the V30, which is nice. No more complaining, and no one can. It has it all packed into a beautiful form factor. Even more to the hardware, it's got the latest internal chipsets, the Snapdragon 835, Adreno 540 GPU. Maybe the only thing that people might complain, it only has 4 gigs of RAM, and don't get me wrong, it still whizzes through everything, and it even has a 32-bit quad DAC, which means all audio enthusiasts, especially with that headphone jack, it's hit the nail on the head. And maybe the one thing that I'm still not fond of with LG phones is the skin that they rock over top. And it does ship with Nougat 7.1.2 out of the box, hopefully soon to get Android 8. And don't get me wrong, the skin is still usable, it's still super quick, there are no hints of lag in the interface, but I still think that's a small compromise to pay, especially for all the features, for all the enthusiast options that you're getting on the V30. I definitely think this is the most underrated option, underrated smartphone of 2017. I highly encourage all of you to check one out, and I'm hoping that this year the V30 kind of breaks that stereotype and more people know about it, as most people that you see on the street have no idea that LG has another lineup other than the LG, say, G6. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my revisited review of the LG V30, and before we end off, before I forget, we do have a giveaway winner from one of my previous vids on a Best Buy tech haul. Whew. And that's going out to Marco Radetta. I hope I said your name right. Just shoot me a quick email. You're getting one of those items from that video, so congrats. And if you guys want to see the LG V30 featured as a giveaway as we're reaching almost 350,000 subs, it might be between this or say the iPhone 10. Let me know in the comments down below and I will catch the rest of you in one of my next episodes or in one of my vlogs. Peace.